I'm Brandon.
And I'm Paul.
And this is the Break Room Breakfast. Ooh. Clank it and drink it. Yeah.
We worked so hard on that. This is, I think, I like it more than the strawberry one.
Yeah,
from
definitely.
The first episode.
I was about to say, it tastes like vanilla ice cream. It is Coke Zero Orange Vanilla.
I think both those elements are very strong there, because you definitely get the orange, but it definitely has like cream.
That creamy taste,
yeah.
It hits you with orange at first, and the cream kind of comes as the aftertaste, but it's kind of good. It's smooth.
Yeah. So that was our something new. We actually, this week's snack, we already tried it last night. Pizza in a bag. It's the Supreme Pizza style. And I don't know if they have other styles. I definitely want to try those versus this. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go ahead and take another piece. I don't know if you want to subject yourself to another one.
I'm going to have another one.
Okay. This is actually 2 pieces, so I hate myself. But
oh, no. This is a pepperoni. Look at this.
It's pepperoni jerky.
This is a big pepperoni.
Hopefully it's...
Whew! It sure smells like pizza. Ow. I bit my cheek.
For me, I get a lot more, like, sausage from it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a pepperoni pizza man. I don't really care for sausage too much.
I'm the same.
And so for me, it ended up being a little lackluster in that department, because it does have, like, that pizza taste to it. You can kind of get, like, the sauce of it. But the thing that stands out the most is the sausage.
Yeah. The sausage is pretty strong.
I might argue a little too strong.
Yeah, I think so. Honestly, I liked it better the second time.
Yeah.
I don't want to say this is a bad thing, but it, like, kind of tastes like frozen pizza to me.
I mean, it's pizza in a bag.
Yeah. But frozen pizza I've never quite loved. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I enjoy frozen pizza. For the most part, like you said, the second time around was definitely better than the first.
I guess I actually want another piece.
I mean, go crazy. Like I said, for me, it's like, I'm not a Supreme Pizza guy. I think that's where it kind of, like, dies for me. Mm-hmm. I want it to be pepperoni pizza.
Yeah.
If you have, like, that hint of the sauce, and then the pepperoni flavor's stronger, I think I'll enjoy this more. So if they have different flavors, which, again, I don't know if they do.
It doesn't say on here, right?
It mentioned, like, pepperoni, but I think it's pepperoni jerky.
The jerky itself is pepperoni. But it's all the meat and veggie taste of Supreme Pizza.
If anyone in the comments can tell us if there are other flavors, please let us know.
And Harley, if you're watching, you can also let us know.
Also, we love you, and we no disrespect.
We respect what you do, man. I'm making a mess.
You did capture pizza in the form of jerky.
He did.
It really is the pizza taste.
He did exactly what he set out to do. And maybe I just don't like this type of pizza.
Teach their own, you know? I'm going to finish my sip that I started. And...
honestly, though, the more I eat it, the more I enjoy it. Maybe it's just something I get used to.
Mm-hmm. I mean, going into it, like, I had no idea what to even expect out of it.
So it was probably jarring.
Yeah, more than anything else. So jumping into today's topic, we are playing... I forgot the alliteration I came up with. Silly scenarios? Or
senseless scenarios.
Senseless scenarios. We are playing senseless scenarios today. And I'm really... I didn't tell you this ahead of time what the scenario is, but as soon as it came to my mind, I fell in love with it.
I have no frame of reference for this episode.
All right. So here's the scenario.
Okay.
You wake up in a dating sim. You're one of 5 girls trying to win the protagonist's heart. You cannot you can't be too aggressive.
Okay.
But how are you going to win the protagonist's heart and beat out all the other women?
Easy. I've watched plenty of anime. I've watched Shuffle. I've watched Clannad. I've watched Rumbling Hearts. I've watched Toradora. And it always comes down to one thing. One thing that the girl always tries. Cooking.
Okay. Did that work in Shuffle? I feel like in that one it didn't. Because the one that was like the best cook, I don't think.
You might be right. But at the very least, it's always something that they try.
So you are going for the heart through the stomach. Mm-hmm. That's your approach.
Yeah. Even though I have no culinary skills in real life.
I think my strategy would be to kind of like take the background and be very snarky and sassy.
Ooh.
That like...
kind of hard to get?
Yeah. Make him work for it.
Okay.
Because it'll drive him crazy that like I'm just the relatable friend who's trying to stay out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But he wants me. He knows he does.
The more unattainable you are, the more desirable you become.
Exactly.
Supply versus demand.
Because the only alternative that I could think of would be to play like the sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
And just be the most innocent of them all, but I don't feel like that always works.
That makes you too vulnerable.
Yeah.
Like, if he's teetering, like, in his decision, and that often happens in these kind of dating sim type things. If he's teetering on his decision and you make yourself too vulnerable, he's going to see you as...
weak.
No, he's going to see you as an option he can fall back on.
Okay.
So he's going to go for something more difficult, and if that doesn't work out... Exactly.
And so if that doesn't work, then he
falls back on you. Exactly.
Now, so I guess we laid out 3 women. We both have our strategy. I think we still need 2 more approaches. I think there needs to be like the super passionate one.
Okay.
That like they have their craft, they're really good at it, and that's kind of... it might not be the exact similar interest, but it's something that like he recognizes that passion. So like a musician or an artist.
Got it.
What else is there? What other tropes are there?
Well, there's the completely detached airhead. You know, they're just kind of there. They're the comedic relief. They don't really know what's going on, and they're not really invested in what's happening either. And there's also the tsundere. Am I saying that right? You know, the really aggressive, angry woman.
Well, wouldn't that be me in this scenario? Or was that more of the... You mean like the very like forward aggressive one?
Yes.
Okay. Nice. In our defense, we can't take that approach. That's the only one that I'm pulling off the table.
Okay.
Because I mean, you could... there are ways to get a man interested in you if you really just want to be super forward about it. Though I guess...
what about the approach where... and it's not even like a direct thing, like the approach from the woman is to get set up with another dude. And she's getting advice from the Protag.
So it's that friendship, so it's the person who's not trying...
who's not...
me again.
Sort of, yes.
So if I want to try and ask him for advice and then make him fall in love with me by trying to get with someone else.
But you're not actively looking for that. You actually are interested in the other person, but ultimately the relationship you build over time by having those discussions is what ultimately brings you together.
You just straight up Torador.
Exactly. I listed it down.
It's an inspiration.
Exactly.
And it's also a really great show. If you guys haven't seen it, please give it a try. It's actually one of my favorites.
It's considered one of the best modern romance anime.
And it holds.
It's really good. So yeah, I think we were like really packed that well.
Mm-hmm. So we definitely have our approach. What I want is in the comments below, I want our protagonists out there to decide which one are you guys going for? Who has the best strategy here?
Is it the Mr. Cook or what was yours again?
Sassy but not really trying friend.
Okay.
There's opinions.
I can see opinions out in the distance.
You can put in the comments. All right, now we gotta... inevitably, the protagonist and all 4 or 5 females are going to end up at the beach.
Yeah, the beach episode.
And usually it doesn't like go to the front runner. But who do you think he's going to spend the time with? What's the scenario? Actually,
The aggressive one. Because the aggressive one is going to force him to spend time with her. Anytime he's going to get time with anybody else, she's going to come in and force it to be between the two of them instead.
I was actually going to say, they're the ones that, like, end up off on their own, like, stuck somewhere, thinking that they got lost on a deserted island or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be that scenario, and it's going to make the protagonist uncomfortable just because of how forward she is.
Right. That's good. I think that also is Toradora, isn't it? Isn't there... Is that the one where he can't swim?
It's one where she can't swim.
She can't swim, okay.
But they didn't go to a beach, I don't think.
Right. There was another anime where... Kenichi couldn't swim, right?
I don't remember a beach episode of Kenichi.
They push him off the cliff to try and save... What's her name? The girl.
I don't remember this.
There's a beach episode where he can't swim, and they trick him into learning how by pushing him in and making them think that she's in trouble or whatever. I swear it happened.
I believe you. It's been a long time since I've seen Kenichi, but I don't remember this.
I like how there was also a scenario in which case the palm top tiger couldn't swim either. So it's like I'm crossing memories.
Yeah. I mean, there was I know in Toradora, because I did watch that one recently, there is a scene where the protagonist is drowning and she dives in to save him.
Right, I remember that now. And that was just at the high school
swimming pool. But I think they were just always at a pool.
Yeah.
It might be the only anime to not have a beach episode.
You might be right. Wait, they go to a resort, don't they? Like
you're right. They do go to a beach house.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the one with the rich friend.
Yeah.
That was also just evil behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you haven't seen Toradora,
it's available on...
It's probably like Verve or something.
On Verve or something. Not a sponsor.
Yet. Call us. But I think there's some details that I think kind of glossed over, though.
Okay.
Who's our protagonist? The person at home?
Yeah. The comments, the people, the viewer.
Okay, so I was trying to see if we could like narrow down like a trope in the protagonist.
The protagonists are usually left as a blanket.
So you can put yourself into their shoes.
Exactly. Link. They're Link from The Legend of Zelda.
I mean, there are some certain things, like, they definitely get uncomfortable when someone's being too forward.
Yeah.
Which I never understood, but...
I mean, we could just make it generic, like, just Tomoya.
Works for me. So all you Tomoyas out there, you definitely want me. I'm the girl of your dreams.
And if you've watched Clannad, spoiler... I'm not going to say any more, actually. Just watch Clannad. Whew. I think this pizza's coming up.
Probably. So what are you cooking, though?
What am I cooking? So they always come with a bento box. There's usually like an egg roll in there, some rice.
Do you have the little heart? Because there's usually a heart in there, symbolize their love or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what the heart's made out of, but there'll be a heart in there that you can eat. I won't guarantee it'll taste good, but at least it'll be cute. And maybe a potato.
I just imagine just a raw potato. There's really cute bento, but with a raw potato in the corner.
At least you have a pretty egg roll in there.
True. But I guess the other question is, can you actually cook?
Like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Break Room Breakfast. Tell us what you think in the comments below. Which one of us would you choose?
Or one of the other girls. We can't make you love us.
Which identity would you select as the protag of the Break Room Breakfast dating sim? Is that what it would be called?
Yeah, and I'm hoping somewhere down the line, someone actually makes this for us. I would play this.
I'll buy it. I'll spend money on that. So feel free. Whoever did the Normal Boots game, just hit us up. Thanks for watching the Break Room Breakfast. We hope that you enjoyed spending the morning with us and our snacks. You can get these at
Walmart. That's where we did it.
You can find more information on www.supersnacktime.com. Look up Epic Mealtime. Follow Harley on Twitter. Do all that fun stuff. And thanks to Coca-Cola for making soda. We'll see you next time. Don't break your backs.
Breaking the games.
But for now, break time's over.